What is up, everyone? Welcome to Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. It's been almost 2 years, I think, since I stopped doing Let's Plays on the channel. And of course, at the time that I decided to stop doing them, I wanted to do Let's Plays on Switch, and I've been doing that for quite a bit of time now, though in the last few months I haven't really been able to stream on Twitch, and so I've missed really doing you know, these broadcasted playthroughs for people. So I figured with Assassin's Creed 3 coming out, a game that really helped me grow my channel. It was one of the first Let's Plays I ever did. There isn't really a better game to kind of reintroduce Let's Plays with. So consider this a Assassin's Creed 3 Encore playthrough or Redux playthrough. I'm very happy to be doing it. In this series, we'll be going through the main story for Assassin's Creed 3. We may be doing some side missions from time to time, but there's a lot of content in this game, and I really want to just hone in on the main story more than anything. This is on the PC, though I'm using a Xbox 360 controller, and we'll be doing so for the rest of this playthrough. We are currently running it at max settings. I'm assuming that's going to be good, that my PC won't struggle or anything with that. I mean, granted, this is a remaster, but it's also pretty much on the same engine and same game that it used to be. And yeah, those are most of the technical things. I will be uploading about 2 to 3 videos each week. One on Tuesday, one on Friday, and another one in between if I want to, you know, get another episode out or I have another episode ready. And episodes will be about 45 minutes to an hour. Pretty long, but I figure that justifies the gaps in between. So if you guys have any other questions about what I'll be doing in this playthrough, hit me up with the comments below. Very excited to be doing this. Let's go into single player, and we're going to start a new game. Desmond, yeah, let's rename my character. Let's be Saitor, because that's who I am.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
I gotta say, I forgot that the game started with that cutscene. And if you've never played any of the games, it's still confusing as all hell. But if you have, it feels pretty triumphant that you're at this moment, this conclusion in the series. And I'm not really seeing the remastered part of this yet.
We're here.
The faces look kind of rough.
Let's go.
Everyone looks a little more wax-like than I remember. So that's kind of interesting. But alright, this is Desmond. He's got his glow stick. He's got his... What do you put in a bag like that? I mean, I guess like a few necessities, you know, like some shampoo, some body wash, you know, some deodorant. Only necessities, maybe like a handkerchief or something, or you know, he keeps weapons in there because he's an assassin. That's the only. That's the fun answer. The lighting looks really good from the Apple. That's a remastered quality. He looks kind of waxy though.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
This intro really sets you up for like what feels like this epic climax. Like their journey has led them to this almost dead end. Not that it is a dead end, but it is a final spot, you know. And I mean it is, you know, this is where the story ends for Desmond.
I think we're here.
The faces look really rough though. I can't deny that they look weird. I saw a post about it before I played the game, how the faces looked, and I thought it was a rumor. But man, they do look kind of weird. There is no denying that. I'll shut up about the faces though. Unless I see one that's really, really awful, and then I'll point it out. But otherwise, I'm not going to say anything more about it. Also, Lauren Balfe, I love your music. This game has a great soundtrack. Holy heck.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
I think it's his first line in this game.
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed
How's he
and
talking
entered
to
into a
them?
fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Bleeding effect.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick
That was the
tests
last
to
game.
make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
The UI is slightly different than I remember, and I stress slightly. All around, everything seems a lot sharper. Models and textures and whatnot.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Yeah. The objective marker's different. I might turn on VSync at some point, but otherwise it's fine. I wish there was a way I could skip this tutorial, but unfortunately it's part of the story, I think. You know what? The climbing was never really that bad in this game, or 4.
Free run your way through this little
It's
object.
just, you have a tendency to be a little bit of a spider monkey. Otherwise, mechanically, it was really solid. Maybe the best in the series, up to that point. But now it doesn't even matter, because in the newer games, Origins and Odyssey, you can climb on literally anything. There's nothing stopping you from climbing up a rock.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
I'm glad that they have stressed it was an optional objective. Because, man, the synchronization things in this game is definitely keeping it down at some point.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
What? I'm just gonna jump. Okay. Kind of wishing I did the other games on the channel at some point. I did try with 2, but the timing was really inconvenient for me in real life, so I stopped doing it. And then I would have loved to do the other Ezio games after that, but obviously, again,
Synchronization levels look good now.
you know.
We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Oh boy, Hatham. Hatham time. This is gonna be cool. Love me some Hatham.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
It's interesting because when Desmond first walked into the cave, he saw this guy going, "Sir." He wasn't in the Animus yet, so I'm a little confused about all that.
Invitation, please.
No, sir.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
No, you will not. This is always a fun intro. Leave the Animus to read it. To read my email.
Gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
The notification window is slightly different. I hope I'm not misremembering what this game has and doesn't have. Because right now, a lot of it seems...
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
like, unfamiliar, kind of. I mean,
My apologies.
slight aesthetical changes. This opera house looks pretty detailed, I gotta say.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
Can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
I'm pretty sure this is, I mean, obviously, Assassin's Creed 4 ends with the cutscene of Haytham going, I want a better looked at, and Edward lifts him up. I'm pretty sure as well, I think he was killed later that night, Edward was, in the canon. Don't know, but that could be what Haytham's referring to, which is interesting.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
And especially interesting because
I already have.
his, this journey, this game starts with an ending, I guess, to the life of an assassin, and then in a way, this is the beginning of another assassin's life.
So sorry. My apologies.
It's a circle. It rhymes like poetry. How to quote my boy George Lucas there. Just kidding. He's not my boy. He's a very grown man. He has a family and a wife, and yeah. All right. Let's be as inconspicuous as possible. Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. Anyone? We're going to kill him on the high note. All right. Where's the dude? Oh, there we go. There he is. Nice. He's getting some action. Hell yeah. Hugging and fucking. That's the stuff. Alright, can we get some more action up here? Right over here, please. Alright. Hey, folks. Hi. Can I jump? That'd probably be terrible. What if I just jumped on this stage right now? Apologies, I was looking for the bathroom. Let me go down here. Pick lock. Oh god, I forgot about this. Okay. Okay. I can't tell when I'm gonna find it or not. Okay. Did I fail it? No? Okay. Did they make it easier? Maybe it's a, maybe you don't have to keep mashing it. Maybe it's a one-hit open. This is mission. I'm Tom Cruise right now. Don't mind me. Oh shit! That's an Uncharted set piece kind of design right there, with the unreliable environment. Kind of an Uncharted thing. Oh god. Moving along. He's a marvel. Oh god. I'm just a assassin here in London Opera House. Oh, he's looking a little plastic as well. Like I said, okay, I said I wouldn't say anything with the faces. Not that that one's any horribly worse than Haytham's is, but
Haytham,
definitely noticeable.
You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
The boy who lived. His eyes! Holy shit! Look at his eyes! Oh god! That kid sniffed something, huffed something pretty epic. Disclaimer, I don't do drugs, nor do I advocate the use of drugs. Unless it's for medicinal purposes. Medical purposes. You guys gonna... Okay. Oh, nice. The way this whole scene unfolds is pretty entertaining. Everyone's slowly screaming. Seize him! On the news. Yeah, I didn't really know what to do other than just tackle him. I knew I had to, you know? It turns out he wasn't the right guy, though. I wish the sun wasn't out so I could actually see what's on the screen right now.
What are those men doing?
That's why you play on an LED screen, ladies and kids. Not men, because...
Order! We must have order!
We must have order. This isn't a courthouse. This is an opera house. What are you doing here? Go to your job.
Where are you going?
Oh no, the usher. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, hey. I'm the one trying to get out of here. Excuse me. I'm in a fight right now with these guys.
Give a shout.
All right, we're almost at the non-rendered exit. We're almost there. Whew.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
He wasn't there very long either. He was in and out.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
By your command. Those fingers still look a little rough.
Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Bring honor to us all. They're Templars. What? What was that? Didn't hear anything. I don't know. That was weird. Just sounded like something, you know, was said that shouldn't have been said. I don't know. Oh, Hatham Kenway, why weren't you the main protagonist of Assassin's Creed 3? I'm just kidding. I'm not one of those people who cares about that. A lot of people, surprising amount of people, wanted him to be the main guy. Or rather, when they played this game and saw the difference between him and Connor, they wished it was Hatham that were the main character. This is a nice scene. Sea shanties.
Some fresh air might do me good.
I'm kind of excited to see what they have added to the naval combat in this game, if they have added anything, truthfully. Because they might have not added much of anything at all, but they have updated some of the features in this game. Some things are different, and some things are not different, so hello, goats. The textures of the wood look really good. And you know what? I would love to play a game of, just a game. I thought there was more to that, but we're not going to. Let's talk to these two dudes over here, since I have the ability to talk to them. Hello.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
Surgeon.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
Huh. Didn't really have much to say there. His father was a seaman. And so was he at one point.
A moment to talk?
Sorry, I shouldn't.
Ah, a fellow Londoner.
I know, but I shouldn't.
Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal, more lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
Now that I think about it, I mean, given that the deaths of every target in all the Assassin's Creed games are historical figures, I wonder if the death at an opera house, an unsolved death at an opera house, is an actual historical event. If it is, that's something that I'll follow up with at the beginning of the next video, just so we can do our history with Saitor. Why not? Let's go up here. Ah yes, the Atlantic Ocean. Look at it. Blue and big and foggy. I'd rather be in space. You don't drown in space. I mean, yes, maybe you suffocate, but it's not as bad. Or severe. Wait, who do I talk to? This guy? Can I go in here? Captain's cabin? Oh, whoops, no. This is a big ship. Let's talk to the captain.
Hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
My father was a pirate. If any of you have played Red Dead Redemption 2, it's funny how many comparisons I think you could be drawn between Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 and Red Dead 1 and 2, because Red Dead 2 is a prologue to the first game, though it is also the sequel, and it ends with a bit of an epilogue that essentially bridges the gap between this game, or bridges the gap between 1 and 2. And in the same way, Assassin's Creed 4 is a sequel to Assassin's Creed 3, but it's also a prologue, and the beginning of 3 is a bridge between both games. So yeah.
Captain?
It's more common than it seems.
I just wanted to thank you again.
Oh, this is the
taking me
captain.
aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
Haytham is a very collected person.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his
Ah, yes, the
presence.
Fight Club.
You might want to head back to your
track.
quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet,
Doth you call me a tender parnell?
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
Your mother sucks dwarven cock.
Stay out of this.
Witcher 1 players, anybody? Witcher 1? Alright. Ah, yes, the best combat in any game ever. The one that takes 2 buttons to win. And that's why it's great. Hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Here, if I hold it down. There we go. Alright, you're dead. I have to attack him now. There we go.
Listen to this, Hector.
Next.
Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees
To
us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on anyway?
Yeah, whose side are you on? Alright, Starler, I'm gonna kick your ass. Now I'm doing the counterattack. The win button. The win button. Did you see that? That was the win button. I feel like a counterattack would be great in these games if they weren't a one-hit kill.
You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Fear me. We're gonna fight? Oh. It's so easy.
Do you yield?
Never!
I'll cut you.
These odds?
I'll cut you, bitch. I want that. Come on. Thank you. And now I'm gonna throw it at you.
What's the meaning of this? Captain, explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
What a peculiar fellow. Hatham is super cool. I mean, I won't deny
I
that.
don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent.
That captain is pretty pushy.
Good day.
As in, he is easily pushed. Man. And yeah, like I said, Hatham has a great introduction. And I'm glad that Connor is the protagonist of this game. But at the same time, a Hatham-only game would have been pretty cool. I would have much preferred him protagonist of Rogue rather than Shay. In that Assassin's Creed game.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
He's cut our rations again.
I think we should talk to a few more people because I love to talk. Strangers? Just kidding. Not really.
You looking for
Keep to
another
myself
fight?
mostly.
That it? Go away.
Well, fine. That's fine by me. I actually just wanted to look at your shoes. No games yet, sorry. Can I talk?
Quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs. Reduced rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
Yes, he should. Seems like these are the three suspects.
I got nothing to say to you.
The one dude seemed pretty open. The other three dudes, not so much. Hello.
You there! I have some questions for you.
Why are you yelling?
Nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Let's try the cook. Or both of them.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Thank you, video game. Where would I go without you?
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Alright. Probably gonna run into a fight. I don't remember how this goes, actually. Just that it goes. And at some point, Hatham's standing on the crow's nest, and the logo pops up, and we'll get to that point.
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that?
Oh no.
Cargo overboard. But why?
So they know what direction we're going in, so we can get attacked. Maybe let's check this out. Let's see what's going on.
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face hidden too.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for fresh luxuries.
I really didn't need to turn that on to figure that out.
We're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits.
curious. Most curious.
I forget, but I think the reason this is all occurring is because Haytham is on board. And they're trying to gather the people needed to kill him. I think. I could be wrong, though. Or the dude on board is trying to kill him. I don't remember. Either way, this is pretty, actually, unimportant to the rest of the story, though I could be incorrect.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
We couldn't have had this conversation sooner.
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down!
Now give me some boat combat. Give me some early boat combat. It's not gonna do that.
A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have you escorted?
Don't talk down to me that way. I can pilot any
Secure
ship.
the hatch!
Just give me a go.
Haytham.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera?
Uh-huh.
That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you
now.
are treated with honor.
I remember now.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
No.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
I appreciate that they're trying to keep this ambiguous at the beginning of the game as to who's the assassin and who's the Templar, because being who you're playing as, you would figure that Haytham is the assassin, though I think when we start meeting the dudes in Boston, it's going to become painfully obvious that who's who. Yeah, that helps. He's dead now. He's dead. We got him. Okay. How about thee? Oh god. Thing is, we're barely losing health. But this fight doesn't really make a huge difference. Die already. Why won't you just die? There we go, we got him. His body immediately slumps on the ground.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll
If I was
catch
the
us
captain.
anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
And he has hidden blades.
You wish us to sail into
so,
the storm?
Another strong indicator
only
he's an
chance.
assassin.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
The waves look pretty good. I mean, kind of. They look better than the original game.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Calm down. It's just a little rain. Ah, yes. I forgot how fun Sea of Thieves was. Man, I wish there was more quick time events attached to this. Oh, God. Woo! Alright, let's tie this thing down, boys. Windy weather by stormy weather. When the wind blows, we're all together. Blow those winds western, blow those winds. Oh! Oh no, she cut loose. I have to do something about it. I'll be right there. I'm stuck. This is unexpected. Hold on, guys. Sorry, my legs are not working today. You know how it is. Alright, we're good now. We got this. The animations are pretty 10 out of 10.
The sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! Shame! To the mainmast with you!
Hathan must be putting on like 20-30 pounds since it started raining. Like, honestly. Whew, these waves. This dude didn't really ask either if we could climb to the top. He just kind of assumed that we have that know-how. And they're not going to make any excuses either, because of course the player knows how to do this by now. Cool. Not sure where he got that knife, but okay. I don't think that really matters. Oh no! Yikes! Don't worry, I'll save you. Dun 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 dun. The best thing about doing Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered is all the modern references I can make.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
My hat. Goodbye. Pleasure doing business with you. Cool. Day 72. We've been sailing with this piece of shit boat for 40-ish days. Since the storm. Hathan just wants to eat some wafers. This is pretty cool. I really like this sequence. Or after we talk to this guy.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
One thing I wish this game didn't really have is it fade to black in between every single cutscene. Or, you know, every single conversation. I wish it just kind of cut, you know, it would just cut, but it needs it to load it, I guess. Oh well, older games. Wow. Okay. I gotta say, the cloth on the sail looks pretty great. Oh, chills, bro. Ubisoft presents, oh my god, the lighting! Assassin's Creed 3. Nice. And you think it has begun, except it has not. It hasn't begun. We're not even remotely close to being Connor. Boston, 1754.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yeah.
Charles Lee!
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He looks a lot
I've been asked
younger.
to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
When it is
By any
daylight,
chance John and Isabella's
the
son?
faces look pretty good.
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Thief! Someone stop him!
Oh no. Hey. I don't appreciate the disrespect. I don't appreciate you starting either, you cunt.
Boston's
hey,
quite a lively
don't call me
city.
that.
There's all manner of things to see and do.
There's a lot of things going
Once
on,
you've
that's for
settled
sure.
in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Find a general store. Bring up the world map. Dun, dun. Let's go running around for a little bit. I think we're almost at the end of this episode, but we'll just run around. I gotta say, the city looks... The colors pop a little bit more. Oh shoot, Benjamin Franklin.
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin. Pleased to meet you.
This game really throws you right into the
Must be new to
historical
Boston.
Why do you say
connections.
that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah! If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
Thank you for the interaction, Jeff Bridges. Almanacs. Ah yes, the less interesting version of the sea shanties from Assassin's Creed 4 and Rogue. Some things seem a lot better. I'm still not... I don't know how I feel about the faces, though. And with the faces, the eyes. Both of those seem a little suspicious, but that's okay. Let's open the door. Benjamin Franklin. I didn't get it in my original playthrough. But at some point, we're going to come back here and we're going to talk to Benjamin Franklin because he has this really lengthy dialogue that's actually really interesting. So we're just going to do that at some point. Firearms. I need a flintlock. Yes. And then I don't really need a sword, do I? I can afford it. With some money to spare. And it seems like we can sell items too now. I don't know if you could sell items in the original game, so that should be quite useful. Open right bumper to open the weapon wheel. Oh, this is different. This is different. I like this a lot better. Okay. And I don't hate this either. It doesn't completely interrupt the game. And look at that. It actually has the stats and everything. So, okay. Man. Unfortunately, this game doesn't really have any health meter or anything like that. Let's see. Normal sword will be up top. Hidden blades will be over here. That will be on the bottom. That can be Let's make that actually. And it swapped it. Very good. Very good. Alright, cool. And equipped purchased weapons. Oh, is there a way I have to equip them? Oh, to select, it just wants me to select the sword. Okay, there we go. Alright. To the green dragon. So there's our sword. Very cool. And then before we head out, let's take a look at the map. Yeah. Okay, so we actually got an entire shape of what's going on here. You can zoom all the way out, regardless of where you're at. Again, I don't remember what's different or what's the same. But right now, it seems like there's some changes to what's been going on, so. Alright, folks, that is the first episode of Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. We're off to a good start, so I want to thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed this, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Consider donating to my Patreon. Every dollar you donate helps me improve the quality of each and every video going forward. Stay tuned for episode 2. We're going to go with lead to the Green Dragon and meet the rest of the crew and recruit more of the crew. And I know that because I played this, of course. Before we go off, some goodwill. There we go. That's a good way to end. All right, thank you all for watching one last time, and I'll be seeing you on later. Peace out.